What's up, guys? My name is Ace, and as you guys have probably already heard by now, yesterday in the big PlayStation live stream, Treyarch surprised us with an alpha coming this weekend to PlayStation. Now, I totally realize I'm not the first one to cover this or anything. This is just due to the circumstance I can't record during the day right now because I'm having my house resided, so it's just constant banging on the walls. So I had to record this late last night after everybody was done working, and then couldn't upload it in the middle of the night because that wouldn't make sense. So that's why I'm late. I understand I'm late. But let's talk about this alpha, and then also I want to talk a little bit about the campaign gameplay reveal, which is the first time the public has seen gameplay from the campaign. We had the trailer for it, but this is the first time you've been able to see actual gameplay of it. But let's talk about the alpha first. So, like I said, the alpha is coming this weekend. You can actually start pre-downloading it right now on PlayStation, so just go to the PSN store and you can download it. This doesn't require a pre-order, and it doesn't even require PlayStation Plus. So if you have a PlayStation 4, you can play this Cold War alpha for free this weekend. And it will actually be going live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then that will be running until Sunday morning at, I believe it's 10 a.m. Pacific time as well. But like I said, this is PlayStation only, which is unfortunate for the Xbox and the PC players. It really sucks for us consumers that exclusivity is still a thing when it comes to this kind of stuff. I really feel for you guys, even though I do have a PlayStation and obviously I'm going to be playing it. I do understand the frustration involved with that, but Sony pays for that right. And that's one of the well-known perks of having a PlayStation, at least this day and age, while Sony has had that contract. But a little bit more information on this alpha that I currently have at the time of recording this video, keeping in mind, for you guys, I'm recording this the night before. Apparently, it's going to be a 25 gigabyte download, which isn't really too bad. I was surprised to see that it's only 25 gigs because the closed alpha that I played 2 weeks ago, that was actually a 100 gig download, and that only gave us access to a few maps. So yeah, I was actually pretty pleasantly surprised to see that it's only a 25 gig download for this. I currently don't know the maps and the modes that'll be available, but I have been told that they're going to be releasing a blog post with all of these details. And therefore, by the time this video goes live, that blog post is probably already active. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to link it in the description and a pinned comment down below so you can check out those details for yourself. Normally, I'd wait until tomorrow until that information actually comes out, and then I'd share that with you guys. But like I said, it's just constant banging on my walls throughout the day while my house is being sided. So yeah, we're going to have to cut corners a little bit this time around. But one piece of information we did get from Tony Flame himself, he mentioned that this is going to be almost the same build that I played a couple weeks ago. So like executions and weapon inspect animations, I wouldn't expect those to be coming this weekend. However, he'd said almost. So perhaps they've done a little bit of weapon balancing and made a couple little adjustments here or there. I hope they've done a bit of weapon balancing. That's my big thing. If they haven't, the AK-74U is just going to be all over the place, and pretty much everybody's just going to be using that. And I think that would kind of get old fast, so I hope they've made a few adjustments to the weapon balance. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the alpha. I'm really excited to play this. I'm going to be streaming it a ton this weekend, so if you guys haven't followed me on Twitch yet, I will of course leave that link down below, and hopefully you'll come stop by the stream sometime. I try my best to be as active as possible in chat, so if you ever have a question for me, that's often the best place to do it. But with that, now I want to talk a little bit about this campaign gameplay that we saw. It's just a really short clip. It looks like it's toward the end of a mission, and this is a mission that I actually didn't get to see in the Behind Closed Doors event that I was able to attend about a month ago, just before the campaign reveal trailer. But I did see some portions of a couple campaign missions, and this wasn't one of them, so this is all new to me as well. And the first thing I noticed is it's looking really good, but this is also running on a PS5, so I was kind of comparing it to my experiences playing the alpha on PS4. So yeah, it looks like a really noticeable boost in the overall graphical fidelity and quality, which is to be expected with a next-generation console. But overall, I think it looked really nice for the most part, with some minor details that I think need some work. But just a few things to point out with it. It looks like they've got a system in place where you can basically take an enemy hostage and use them as a shield as you shoot at enemy players, which is kind of a cool mechanic, and that's completely new for COD, as far as I'm aware at least. And also, in the campaign at least, you can do a first-person execution. So he stabs him in the neck with the big knife, and then he shoots him in the head with the 1911, which was pretty intense. And that's got me thinking, I wonder what the executions are going to be like for multiplayer. They have confirmed the executions will be coming in the full build of the game, and now I'm thinking, is it going to be third person like in Modern Warfare, Or are we going to do our executions in first person? And what would I prefer? I kind of like the idea of the first person executions. I think that would be a little more gritty and immersive. But at the same time, I think third person opens it up for a bit more creativity with their executions. So yeah, I really don't know what direction they're going to go with multiplayer, but at least in campaign, it looks like we have the ability to perform those first person executions, which I thought looked really cool. As for the rest of it, it did look like a pretty typical Call of Duty campaign where it's just like Michael Bay style action and the longest runway ever as you chase this plane down with the fastest RC car ever made. But that's kind of what you get out of Call of Duty. That's what you would expect out of the campaign. One big thing that stood out to me, and I actually noticed this even on the first watch through that I thought looked kind of bad, is the enemy projectiles when they're coming at you, they were actually drawing a straight line, like they were drawing a trace. And it's not like a tracer round going by or anything. It's literally like you can see the full line from the muzzle of their gun all the way until it exits your screen. And I thought that looked really bad. And it was kind of a jarring look when I first watched this. And it's even worse if you look at it in slow motion. So I hope that's one of those things where it's just an alpha sort of thing. And there's still going to be tweaks and optimizations to stuff like that before we get into the full build of the game. But aside from that, I think it looked great. I'm really looking forward to checking the campaign out this time around. But more importantly, I'm extremely excited to just be grinding the crap out of the alpha this weekend. And like I said, going to be streaming it a bunch as well. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's video. Of course, I'd like to know in the comments section below, what are you guys thinking about the big surprise alpha that we've got coming this weekend? Are you going to be able to play it? And are you excited to check it out? And also, what were your thoughts on this little bit of the campaign mission that they showed off? Are you liking what you see so far, keeping in mind that there will probably and hopefully be some improvements and optimizations before the full build? But just in general, what did you guys think? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.